What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and we are back. And man, I've got some decisions to make because I might be able to get as many as 3 characters to tier 2 today, and I don't think I have enough money to do it. So as you can see, we got the 40 biometrics and we got the black antimatter. Let's go ahead and select today's biometrics. We're again going to give them to Ironheart. This is going to get her to 3 stars. Then we'll use one of our 4-star rank up tickets to get her to 4 stars. Then I can basically stop using the bios on her, go to somebody else. And we're also going to use some selectors on Colossus. Now, let's go ahead and check out what we have going on. First things first, let's go to Ironheart real quick. So I can use that 3-star selector. As you can see, I don't really have that many characters left down here in the lower bowels, if you will. I guess Kid Kaiju is who we're going to do next. But we're going to use, whoopsie, rank up ticket, which I have 3 of. And essentially, this is going to save me 4 days of giving her bios. So there you have it. Which, you know, I mean, I know that might not seem like a lot, but when it's part of your paid selector package, it's nice to be able to do that and not have to do it. So we've got 2 more. And I think Kaiju and Quasar, who I'm going to use them on. So basically, 4 days, 2 for each character. We'll use the selectors on, and that'll get them to 3 stars each. And then I'll use the 2 other tickets I have to get them to 4 stars. Hyperion sucks apparently, so we're not going to use any of them on him. Let's go into here. And first things first, we worked pretty hard yesterday. Well, not really hard. I mean, you know what I mean. We worked a bit anyway to get Rocket Raccoon close to that spot. So we're going to use 40 selectors right here, and we can advance him. Also, get a platinum gift box. So let's acquire that. We got another 4-star rank up ticket. That is hysterical. You know what? I'm just going to use it. And I'm just going to use it on Hellcat. So. Bam. So, my inventory is kind of stacked, so basically at this point we just got 2 new characters to 4 stars, which means I only have 5 characters at 3 stars right now, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 2 stars. I am never intentionally going to get Squirrel Girl beyond 1 star. Unfortunately, I found a rank up on her, or found her in one of those free daily boxes. Alright, so first things first, Rocket Raccoon. We saved all of our cash money for him. We got him to 150 biometrics. So let's go ahead and take Rocket Raccoon to tier 2. So that is one of the characters that I was talking about that we're working on getting to tier 2. The other, I think we're going to do the natural way, is Hellstrom, who needs 2 more biometrics. So we're going to do that soon. But also Captain America. Captain America's about to hit tier 2. I think I can wait on him. Let's get this free. Alright, Villain Siege. I can't believe how easy they made this, but I'm not sad about it. Like, I don't even read the question. I just do this, and it's just so much easier. It's like an extra 50 free energy. Convert Uru. All you have to do is moderately pay attention, guaranteed critical rate, and not go too fast. So, yeah, we have that. So let's go ahead and Dark Dimension. Let's do this once. We should get enough from Hellstrom to take him to tier 2. We're going to focus on Rocket here. See what he can do. Rocky. And the crazy part is, I still have one tier 2 rank up ticket. Which, I'll be honest, I don't know who I'm going to use on. I'm probably going to use it on Colossus. Because honestly, I might be pretty close with him too. I don't think I'll hit it with him today. And I get another tier 2 ticket tomorrow from the 28-day login. So, you know, we're kind of in business here. It's just, I got so close, you know, to having all these characters where they need to be. So it's like hard to use a tier 2 ticket on a character when you've kind of grinded your way to where you are. So let's see, what do we have for leadership from him? Activation rate when dealing critical decreases skill cooldown by 30%. That ain't bad. So that's enough for Hellstrom. So let's advance him. Wherever he's at, there he is. Advancement. And blammo. 200,000 of that back. So Captain America, I need 5 more biometrics. I'll probably just use him tomorrow. Honestly, 2 tier 2s in one day is good enough for me. Plus his, I don't care about his costume. The reason why I want to get Captain America to tier 2 is I have a feeling Infinity War stuff is coming very, very soon. I am seeing the movie 2 weeks from Thursday, so we're like 16 days away. I already have my ticket. I'm so excited for it. And I have a feeling that we're going to get his costume. He's going to have no mask on. He's going to have that weird vibranium. Not really, I don't know if it's a shield or if it's like a wristband or whatever. He's going to have his beard. So there's no way we're not getting an Infinity War costume for Cap. And I feel like it's going to make him pretty strong. So I'd like to have him at tier 2 by the time we get there. And let's check in on Colossus. I know I'm close, but not that close. So yeah, we'll probably be a few days for Colossus. So no rush there. Not that close with Punisher either. So, I mean, my tier 2 characters are drying up. I know War Machine. I'm not using a tier 2 ticket on War Machine. War Machine's kind of a character I need to start getting more, you know, biometrics for. So, I know that the resources to get them to tier 2 the natural way, it goes far beyond just using gold. So, I mean, the other stuff that you use, I have a lot of it now, but the more of those characters I take the natural tier 2 path with, the lower those go. And I know I'm going to need them when it gets to, you know, getting some of these other characters, the native tier 2s leveled up more. And I get that. Trust me, I totally do. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and get into here. Give him some biometrics. Or give her, I should say. I should be saving these Iron Man bios, but it's not the end of the world. They're easy enough to come by. I'll use the rest of my... I'll actually keep my Rocket Raccoons because I do have his costume that I can level up. We'll give her some of that. Give her some of that. Give her some of that. I'm afraid to use the extra magic ones because I feel like she's going to hopefully get like a Phoenix Force costume at some point. So I kind of keep holding on to those. Same thing with Angel. I need that Archangel costume in my life. So I've kind of been holding on to that as well. So we got her up to level 52, 81% today, which is fine. So, you know, she's cruising right along. I can only imagine, it doesn't even actually show me what it's going to cost. I'm positive it's going to cost a ton of cashola to get her up there. So I've been leveling just costumes at this point because a lot of the characters I had did not matter if I didn't have any characters that I could level. I do now. Where's Hellstrom? We're going to use him a couple times. There he is. So, and then I just got Iron Fist to 6 stars. So we're going to start leveling him towards 60. He does not have a uniform, but what am I looking at here? Oh, his skill. So his tier 2 passive, activation rate 25 chance when attacking, applies to self, 10% recovery of max HP, increases fire damage by 60%, cooldown 20 seconds. And then Rocky applies to self, ignore target's dodge rate by 30%, increase skill damage by 42%, so lots of bonus damage there. Plus I do have his costume leveling up as well, which is why I'm not really in a hurry to get rid of his what do you call it? Biometrics. And I know some people are like, oh, it's really not that big of a deal to level up the costumes, but you know, honestly, to get it to go up another 2% on the base damage and whatever, it's fine with me, you know? I think it's worth it. I mean, it's not something that I focus on, but like, if I'm going to be doing these attacks and everything, why wouldn't I level something, you know? And then when I have the extra, it's like I can go ahead and just do it, you know? Like I would just, it just makes sense to me. Why wouldn't you level up these costumes like when you have nothing else to level up? And you know, if you're not, I found myself in a rut for a couple days where there was nothing I could really spend my gold on, and I built it up to like 20 million gold, which, you know, for me is actually a lot to have at one time. And if I didn't have anything else to do, you know, that would have been a situation where, you know, why wouldn't we go ahead and just level up a costume if we were ready to? So that's the way I look at it personally. I know everybody has their own opinion and whatever, but for me, it's totally worth going ahead and doing that type of stuff. So let's do some veiled secrets. Let's do Hellstrom this time. Now Hellstrom was okay without being tier 2. Like, I wouldn't want to say he's amazing, but on some of the Shadowlands levels where, you know, you do more with fire damage or fire damage does more work, you know, he's obviously a character I would put out there. And now that he's tier 2, that'll make him a little bit stronger on that level. Because that level, I usually would go in there with a tier 2 Red Hulk, Hellstrom, and Ghost Rider. And all three of the characters, like, it was actually a struggle to get through that floor. But I feel like if all three of them are tier 2, maybe it'll be that much easier. And since all three of them tend to be a little on the weaker side, you know, but are three of the bigger fire-based characters, it's nice to have all of them kind of work together for that and be as strong as they can be. I don't really like the Red Hulk costume for US Avengers, where he's got this stupid mustache and everything. And I know there's a costume sale right now. I contemplated getting that one because ultimately I would like it if Red Hulk was more viable, especially since I already have him at tier 2. But I just don't. I don't know. I don't really want to spend the crystals on that. And I've got some saved up right now. Like I've been saving them because I know the Infinity War stuff is coming soon, and you know I want to hold on to those as long as I can, and hopefully use them on Infinity War content. I'm sure they're gonna make a new Thanos costume. I'm sure they're gonna make it really strong, but unless it has all the armor, I don't know if that's one that I want to get. I really love the costume they have for him now, where he's already wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, and I know someday when Thanos is stronger for me, once I go through and get Jean Grey, then Scarlet Witch, then Thanos leveled up, I know I'll want to do more. I'm hoping they have some type of I'm sure they'll have a cinematic battles for Infinity War, but I'm hoping that there's something that'll help level Thanos a little bit faster, or help level the Black Order a little bit faster, because they're in a funny position right now, where these are all native tier 2 characters, and I know longtime players probably have them leveled up, but the thought process is getting new people in. It's tough to level them, especially when you have so many other native tier 2 characters at this point. So it'll be interesting to see, what they do. Something that popped up in my Twitter feed, apparently Netmarble and Nexon got fined heavily by the South Korean government for basically their version of the Federal Trade Commission for fraud or something like that. Has to do with loot boxes. Now, before you get too worked up, it was over $1 million in fines, with Nexon taking the brunt of it. 99% of the fine was on Nexon and not Netmarble, and the games that Netmarble got fined for this was not one of them. So it's interesting though, if basically it's deceptive practices is what they were fined for when it comes to loot boxes, and they weren't fined for Marvel Future Fight. Their fine was only about $60,000, whereas Nexon was fined just under $1 million. It was $990,000, which is a ton. And they're what do you call it? They're protesting it, if you will. I think the tell-all of how strong a tier 2 character is how they do against Jean Grey. And Rocket almost died. He probably would have died if I let him. So now we'll see how Hellstrom does. By himself. So tomorrow we will likely be ready to Tier 2 Captain America, and we will focus on Cap. Today we got Rocket, Raccoon, and Hellstrom up to Tier 2, and got a little bit of action for them. Hellstrom actually really did well against Jean Grey, so that's encouraging to see. So I think that's a good place to end it. We will be continuing on. It'll be interesting to see what happens from here. Hope everybody enjoyed the video, and we'll see ya.